Welcome back to How the States Got Their Names. Tonight, we're diving into the origins of 10 more states, from the volcanic beauty of Hawaii to the colonial crossroads of Maryland. And trust me, some of these name stories are wilder than you'd expect, so let's dive in. We start off with Hawaii. Hawaii's name echoes across the Pacific, rooted in the ancient Polynesian word Hawaiki, the mythical homeland of their ancestors. When British navigator James Cook arrived in 1778, he heard locals call the largest island Hawaii and adopted the name for the entire archipelago. Its meaning? Possibly place of the gods, or simply home. Either way, it speaks of deep cultural memory and sacred origins. But from sacred names to stories that were entirely fabricated, we head inland. Idaho might sound indigenous, but it's actually a 19th century invention. Mining lobbyist George M. Willing convinced Congress it meant gem of the mountains in Shoshone. It didn't. The word was made up. Still, Congress liked the sound of it, and a state was born from fiction. From a name invented out of thin air to one shaped by language, culture, and colonization. Illinois comes from Illiniwek, the name of a powerful confederation of native tribes. French explorers recorded it as Illinois, softening the sounds and adding that now familiar silent S. It's a name born from translation and mispronunciation over centuries of contact. And just east of Illinois, a name that honors, and perhaps unintentionally haunts, those it displaced. Indiana means land of the Indians, but when the U.S. created the Indian Territory in 1800, many native peoples were already being pushed out. A name honoring indigenous people on land they no longer controlled. The irony is bitter and still echoes through its name. Yet, along the mighty Mississippi, another name rose, one rooted in the people who first lived there. Iowa takes its name from the Iowa tribe, part of the larger Sioux family. The Dakota word Ayuwa, sleepy ones, was how some neighbors referred to them. But don't be misled by the name. The Iowa were fierce defenders of their homeland. Now we move where the wind dances through the plains and gives the next state its name. Kansas is named after the Kansa, or Kaw people, known as the people of the South Wind. It was their river first, and their land long before settlers arrived. The wind still whistles through the tall grass, whispering a name that predates the state itself. Down in the Appalachians, a name with murky meanings and mysterious roots. We head to Kentucky. Kentucky's origin is still debated. Some say it comes from the Iroquoian Ken-Ta-Ten, land of tomorrow. Others suggest it meant meadow or prairie. Whatever the truth, the name captures a place caught between past and promise. And next, a state named not for what lay ahead, but for a king behind the throne. In 1682, French explorer La Salle claimed vast territory for King Louis XIV and named it La Louisiana, land of Louis. It once stretched from the Gulf of Mexico all the way to Canada. Centuries later, it was sold in one of the most important land deals in U.S. history, the Louisiana Purchase. We move northward, where rugged coasts and old French ties meet in one ambiguous name. Maine's name origin is uncertain. Some say it comes from sailors who called it the Maine, to distinguish the mainland from surrounding islands. Others point to the French province of Maine. Either way, it was the last state in the East to join the Union, in 1820. And finally, we end tonight's journey with a state named for a queen and born from a royal refuge. Maryland was named for Queen Henrietta Maria of England, wife of King Charles I. The Latin on the founding charter read Terra Mariae, land of Mary. It became a refuge for English Catholics seeking religious freedom, officially founded in 1632. From sacred homelands to royal tributes, these names hold centuries of meaning. Some myth, some memory, some mystery. Which one surprised you most? Don't miss part 3, where we go from Massachusetts to New Jersey. Hit subscribe now.